Hi, my name's Nick and welcome to the Rig and Farm YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you how we have high-speed internet at our home that otherwise wouldn't have internet access. This video is not sponsored in any way. We are merely sharing our personal experiences with these products and services we're about to talk about. We live in the middle of the woods in rural North Georgia and don't have internet access or very good cell phone reception. We pretty much have two options for internet: satellite or a mobile hotspot. We've been on the waiting list for Tesla's Starlink satellite internet for about a year now, and from what we understand, it's probably going to be about another year before we have access to it. HughsNet satellite internet is an option, but it's extremely expensive, slow, and it has a pretty low data cap that most people would use within the first 1 to 2 weeks of their billing cycle. Mobile hotspots are an affordable option. Most cell phone companies have a very low data cap on that as well, and they throttle the speed. We knew about this dilemma before we moved onto our farm, so we did extensive research before we got here. I previously had cell service through Mint Mobile, which runs off of the T-Mobile network. When we came to the farm, I had no signal whatsoever, even when I went up to the very top of our ridge that has a mountain view. I knew that I was going to have to change providers before we moved here, so I opted for Visible. Visible runs off of the Verizon network, and the reception here is okay, but it's definitely not great. There are some definite dead zones in our home as well as outside of our property. It's good enough for making calls as long as I don't go into one of those dead zones, and simple internet browsing on the phone is not too bad. The reason we chose Visible is that they have a truly unlimited data plan for their hotspot, although they do throttle the speed at 5 megabits per second. That's still fast enough to stream HD movies on multiple devices at once. By the way, at the time of this recording, they only charge $30 per month for unlimited talk, text, and data. You're probably going to need a cell phone anyway, so having a phone that actually has service and you can use as a hotspot is a pretty good deal for $30. I got a separate line through Visible so we could get a SIM card that we put into our MOFI4500 Wi-Fi router. This device uses a SIM card and creates that mobile hotspot that can be used for all of your devices at home that can connect to Wi-Fi. This model only gets up to a 4G signal. They do make a more expensive 5G model, but we don't get a 5G signal here, so there is absolutely no reason to spend the extra money for that one. We've had this MOFI router for over a year now, and we use it to upload all of our YouTube videos, browse the internet, watch TV and movies, and it's been pretty good so far. This device is also a really great option for people who have campers, RVs, or boats and need access to the internet. Our internet connection isn't super fast, especially because we have a pretty crappy cell signal here. We recently purchased a HiBoost cell booster to see if that would help at all. It's actually pretty easy to install. You take the booster and you plug it into the wall to power it, and then you connect the outdoor antenna cables. You can drill a hole in your wall for the cables, or you can do what we did and use the supplied window cable. It's extremely thin and durable and allows you to completely close the window without leaving any gaps. Once you have the outdoor antenna connected to the booster, you can experiment and try to find the best signal. We mounted ours temporarily onto some PVC pipe we had lying around so that we could get it about 20 feet in the air. There's an app you can get for the booster that actually shows you the signal in real time, or you can use the LCD screen on the booster itself and have somebody inside and somebody outside communicating with one another to see which position is best for you. Once you're happy with the signal, you can connect the indoor antenna and experiment with its location to find the best signal on your phone. Now I'm going to show you some speed tests that we did on our computer. Speedtest.net is our favorite speed test. First, let's take a look at the speed without the booster. 3.55 megabits download and 6 megabits upload. Now let's try it again with the booster turned on. Interesting. 6.44 megabits download and only 4.51 megabits upload. Now we're going to use NordVPN to see if we can trick the router into giving us an even better speed. 7.26 megabits per second download and 5.13 megabits upload. To be fair to the HiBoost cell booster, our Wi-Fi router is pretty much the furthest point from our office where the computer is. Also, these speed tests can vary greatly based on the signal that's being pulled into the antenna at that very moment. Now let's do a speed test on my cell phone while I'm sitting down on the couch just a few feet away from the antenna. Without the booster, I have 2 bars along with 1.77 megabits per second download and 0.46 megabits per second upload. Now I'm going to show you my signal with the booster on, sitting in the exact same place. I have full signal with 4 bars and 17.1 megabits per second download and 2.01 megabits per second upload. Now that is a serious improvement. As an added bonus, our friends and family who have T-Mobile actually have a signal when they come visit us at our home. The booster we bought is actually the weakest of the 3 models they make. We bought the model that we did knowing that it would be placed pretty close to our MoFi router. I am a little curious to see if it would make any difference if we had purchased one of the 2 larger options. We put links for the devices we used in the description below so you can easily check them out. We also have a referral link for Visible, and if you sign up, you get $20 off your first bill. Only $10 for your first month of service? You can't beat that. They also have the best deals we've ever seen on cell phones. They frequently have $200 to $300 cashback bonuses and often have bonus gifts. We've seen some pretty cool gifts on there, like wireless chargers and even wireless earbuds that cost up to $200 retail. These bonuses change all the time, but we encourage you to look if you're interested in upgrading your phone anyway. I really hope this video was helpful to you if you're interested in getting an internet connection and or a better cell service where you live. I know it's made a huge difference for me and my family. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.